Jeff and Allen Park. Broke my leg when I was young, and I've watched the Maury Show ever since.
Oh my gosh.
Is that still on?
I didn't know it was still on.
I think I don't even know what I don't even know. Maury
It was
Povich.
so surreal.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, Maury Povich used to be a news anchor in Washington, D.C. and a sportscaster with Bruce Lee.
Wasn't he also the mayor of Cincinnati?
No, that's Jerry Springer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get them
Yes.
confused.
My wife watches Chrisley. Is it Chrysler or Chrisley? Chrisley
Chrisley
knows
knows
best.
best.
I watch it with her from time to time. Not awful. Sean the mailman. Now you remember Luke Kennard was dating her, or one of the
Yes.
girls in that thing. Wife got me hooked on Below Deck on Bravo. It's like a fantastic car accident you can't take your eyes off of.
I've seen this.
What's it
I've
about?
seen this in the morning. They do marathons of it. It is quite interesting.
What is it about?
So I haven't watched it with the sound on because usually I'm on the air with you. But it looks like a reality show. Instead of The Bachelor, they're just all in a boat. A lot of
Jeff,
attractive ladies.
your Kardashians is Grey's Anatomy and Scandal for me. I had no impulse to watch it my own, but it entertains me when she watches them, and I need to know what's going to happen next. I still will never put either on my own. That's from Greg. And let's go to Craig. You're a 97 on the ticket. Thanks for holding, Craig.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So this wasn't with Blake, but because of Blake. After our oldest was born, I'd have to get up as she went to work. As I was seeing through, I got hooked on this little thing called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And they were showing back-to-back episodes, so that would kill 2 hours from like 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And oh my God, I couldn't stop. A couple of... There's Eliza Dushku at her peak, probably, and it was just fantastic. And during COVID, I made the kids sit through it, and they got hooked too. So it was, guilty pleasure.
Great.
You are a good dad getting your kids hooked to Buffy, no doubt about it. All right. Time for news. Here's Heather.
You know what I just started watching the other day? It came on after a show I was watching on E. The Terry Bradshaw. He has a new reality show, The Bradshaw Bunch.
I heard that's pretty funny, actually.
So my husband did tune into that. He had a lunch break. He was like, "What is that?" So he watched a little bit of that with me. Yeah, it was entertaining. I mean, I only saw one episode, and it was, kind of interesting to see a day in the life of somebody like that. So that was entertaining. All right, boys. Now is your chance to spend the night in hell. Hell, Michigan, that is. And you can even serve as its mayor. So, starting on October 14th, Michigan residents can actually sign up to be the mayor of hell through an Airbnb reservation. This is pretty cool. So, the opportunity is only available for October 18th, 21st, and 24th. And each reservation is a single night stay, so you can only stay one night, and it will cost about $31. But you can go and be the mayor for a night, and guests will get to stay, they say, in the mayor's lair. And the room comes with an outdoor fire pit and a movie screen. And they say, along with being the mayor, you can also enjoy the local hiking trails. You can eat at the Hellhole Diner. You can play mini golf and enjoy traditional Halloween activities like carving pumpkins.
They should have snowballs there. Snowballs, chance of health.
Yeah. I don't know that
That's not
saying.
bad.
I know it, but it's not one that comes up frequently.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think Michiganders find more funny? Like to their friends, hey, let's go to Hill, Michigan, or Climax, Michigan?
I think going to Exit 69 Big Beaver Road trumps all of them.
Yeah,
That's really
I would
good, too.
agree. I would agree.
Nicely done, Stoney.
Yeah.
You showed me.
All right, so summer has come and gone. It is over, and as we move into the colder and cooler weather, restaurants are going to face a lot of new challenges. So obviously, when some of the coronavirus restrictions were lifted, restaurants were able to open, but they focused a lot more on outdoor dining. Some areas were able to expand their outdoor space. They had more tables outside. But when the temperatures start to drop, really across the country, restaurants will have to try to get the people to come back inside and eat indoors. And at this point, it's kind of up in the air to see how many people will actually do that. So it's going to be a struggle for a lot of restaurants. And I was just thinking about this the other day when I was driving past some of our favorite places to eat in downtown Clarkson. We love going down there. They've really expanded their outdoor area. It's so fun to be out there. Like, what's going to happen when it starts to snow, especially here in Michigan, where it's not just cold, it's downright frigid. So a lot of restaurants are struggling to decide, okay, are we going to get those little igloos? Are we going to get a space heater? How are we going to accommodate people who still want to eat but don't want to come inside? And, some restaurants now are deciding, okay, if we can only be open at 25% capacity, is it even worth being open at all? Or should we wait till they can open at 50% capacity?
Yeah, that's man. Just, as far as the igloo stuff goes, to me,
Yeah.
if you're going to go eat in an igloo, you might as well go eat inside.
The igloo, though, was pretty cool. I did it way before the pandemic,
Right.
eating in an igloo. If it's snowing, the ambiance is very different because you still get that outdoor feel, but it's more intimate. You get the snow falling around you, and they have blankets in there. It's very cozy. But yes, it is like eating inside, but it's just your party. You're not surrounded by other people. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. All right, so think about this the next time you go to a Subway and order a sandwich, okay? So a court in Ireland just ruled that Subway rolls, the bread, well, actually, the rolls are too sugary to be called bread. So they have way too much sugar in it to even constitute as being a bread.
So what do
And
they call it?
Well, I don't know. They didn't come up with a new
I know.
name, which is crazy. But I guess in Ireland, there's these different taxes on foods, and they were trying to say, hey, this bread shouldn't be taxed because it is a staple food. But the court said, no, it's not. It has way too much sugar. And I guess when you go on Subway's website, it actually says that a 6-inch white bread roll has 5 grams of sugar, which is basically similar to an Oreo cookie. So to me, that's not a lot. I mean, yes, it is, but I love bread. Almost all bread is sugar. And carbs. It's just
That's
what it is.
That's why I have the gut. It's 'cause
Which is why I love it.
Bagels and pizza.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, I don't have the gut, but that's what I like to eat. I could just eat. Just a roll. I don't need anything on it. Just a plain old roll.
Oh,
I can just eat it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
love bread.
I'm with you. When you go out to dinner and I get so pissed if I have to ask for a bread basket or if they don't have it. Or if they
Yes.
charge you for a bread basket. It's like,
Bring me
really?
the bread.
Yes.
Man. So a Texas man has been arrested after enlisting his 13-year-old stepdaughter to drive him to get ice cream because he was too drunk. So
Favorite
at least
response.
he decided
Right.
not to drive himself, but he should have found somebody who was of age to actually get behind the wheel.
Yes.
So he was, the little girl was pulled over. I guess she almost hit one of the officer's squad cars. So pulled over, they asked for her license, and then they realized, oh, she's only 13 years old. The stepdad was sitting in the passenger seat, and he tried to explain, man, we just wanted to get some ice cream. But unfortunately for him, he was arrested, and she had to be picked up by her sister for a ride home.
On the scale of good news, bad news, it's probably tilting a little towards bad. But you know what? The fact that at least he knew he was too drunk to drive, I give him some credit for that.
Yes, exactly. I'm
actually
glad he
heard-
didn't get behind the wheel.
Yeah, I heard one of the charges that are going to be leaned on him is he's got to get back the Father of the Year that is done.
Yeah, exactly. So a man actually tried to fly from San Francisco to Nashville with 87 pounds of marijuana in his luggage, and he almost made it. Almost made it. So this guy, he was able to get his luggage with 87 pounds of weed through security at the San Francisco airport. Got on the plane, but when he landed in Tennessee, that's when things went south. So there was a drug-sniffing dog named Havoc that actually got a whiff of the weed. The agents opened his luggage and they found these two huge, they posted a photo of it on social media, huge bags of marijuana, and they believe that they're valued around $278,000
Wow.
in his luggage. And then once they found out his name, they said, you know what, we need to make sure he doesn't have any other baggage with him at all. and they found a backpack that had 34 grams of THC gummies in it, valued at $7,000. So he was arrested and booked on a felony drug charge.
Not too bright. That's a lot. I mean, it's one thing to smuggle, I don't know, like an ounce or something like that, but, but come on.
These were huge.
I know.
Huge packages. Just, it's insane to see. So he tried. He almost made it, but not quite at all.
Havoc got him. That's
I know,
what
I
you need
love
to
it.
if you're going to smuggle drugs. You need to carry some of those, like, sausages with you as well. And throw the dogs off
A
the scent.
decoy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Make
but
sure you have your drugs, but also have your dog treats.
No, well, see, the problem is if you put the sausages in the suitcase.
Well, no, somewhere else. You'd maybe want to
No,
have
like,
them in your
no,
pocket
yeah.
so you could, like...
Right.
Yeah,
Throw
just
'em.
like if it was my dog, you throw it away, and the dog goes chases the sausages
Yeah.
and you walk away.
You could just start dropping them around the airport.
Except the dogs are on leashes. They won't be just running away.
So dogs cannot not go after the sausages. Just saying, even drug dogs.
All right. Thank you, Heather. All right, our telephone number 248-539-9797. Coming up next, Jeff Rieger. That's right. Rieger will piss more people off. Coming up next. I'll explain.
Why am I making everybody so angry?
I don't know.
I'm Adam Helfman from HireItDone.com. If you're in the market for a brand new roof, now's the absolute best time to buy because the prices have never been lower. For the best deal on a roof that doesn't leak, just head to HireItDone.com.
Do you feel that? That changing from a focus on me to something bigger. Because, well, it's perfectly fair to ask, what's in it for me? Finding the answer comes from asking, what's in it for we? Chemical Bank is now PCF, and our purpose is answering that question, giving every person, business, community, every need the financial strength to make us all a stronger we. Member FDIC.
In business, things move quickly. You have to be ready to shift, pivot, adapt, then do it all over again. Comcast Business gives you fast, reliable internet on the nation's largest gig speed network. And for a limited time, you can also get fast shipping with Amazon Business Prime Essentials. Wow, that was fast. So no matter what comes next, you can do more than bounce back. You can bounce forward. Help your business bounce forward with this amazing new offer. Get started with powerful internet and voice for $35 each month for 24 months when you buy both. And ask how you can get 1 free year of Amazon Business Prime Essentials on us. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online today to find out more. Offer ends 11/1/2020. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 35 megabits per second internet and 1 voice mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment and equal bill and auto pay required. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees extra. Subject to change.
Hey, Wojo here. Let's talk Detroit, where we work hard, root hard. We're proud, resilient, we adapt, we innovate, practice sustainability, and we can boast some of the best companies in America. Ford celebrates the inspiring companies who power Detroit forward each day. Here's Brian Holcomb of CGC Connecticut Water.
When you're hiring hearts, people are motivated. We are a family business for 4 generations now, and really one of our missions is to improve the communities that we serve. The water touches a lot more in your life than a lot of people are aware of. It impacts your biggest investment, your homes, it impacts your family. We just want to make sure that wherever it comes in contact, that it's the best possible that it can be. We have a whole department that's involved in the community. Some of the management went off for a day, and we were knee-deep in the Shiawassee River. Spent 8 hours pulling plastic and cans and old tires out of the river. Knowing that you're impacting people, you're improving lives, it does give you a little bit more satisfaction when you put your head on your pillow at the end of the night.
Ford, built for Detroit, built for America.
These days, it's okay to do some things halfway. Like wearing your pajama bottoms on a work call. But managing your prescriptions shouldn't be one of them. That's why CVS has a proprietary search tool to find ways that may help lower your prescription costs. And will deliver them too. No wonder CVS customers are better than most at staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. Come in or call today and get a free prescription savings review at CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Ask pharmacy.
pharmacist for details.
The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The New York Jets host the Denver Broncos. Thursday night football. Pregame at 8 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio. Here are Mike Stone and Jeff Rieger.
Last night, NBA Finals, the Heat got banged up severely, and literally, as Dragic gets hurt, Bam gets hurt. Dragic might be out for the series, who the hell knows, but the Lakers beat him 116-98. It was 23-10, Heat at one point, the Lakers took complete control. It's the first game of the series. Anthony Davis with 34, LeBron, the very pedestrian, 25-13 and 9. And now that team, Miami is going to be less than full strength. This is going to be an easy sweep, I believe. Baseball winners in the American League. The Rays eliminate the Jays. The Yankees eliminate the Tribe. A's even up their series with the White Sox. And the Astros eliminate the Twins 3-1. Something more on that in a second. It's 18 straight losses for the Twins in postseason play. National League, Braves win 1-0 in 13 innings despite striking out 21 times. Marlins over the Cubs, Cards over the Astros, and Dodgers beat the Brewers. Now, I mentioned the Twins losing to the Astros 3-1. And Carlos Correa hit a game-winning home run, really, in the 7th inning, I believe. It was the 8th inning for that win. And after the game, he was asked about it, and Riggs, he basically said that, nobody likes us, but we're going to win anyway, right?
Well, here's the quote. He said, I know a lot of people are mad. I know a lot of people don't want to see us here, but what are they going to say now? And of course, that quote was a lot of baseball people, and everybody responded in the same way. Carlos, they're going to say you're a cheater. They're still going to say you're a cheater. You were once a cheater, and you're still a cheater. It doesn't matter that you're going on to the ALDS. So it got me thinking, Stoney, because I saw the quote.
Hold on for a second. There's one thing about this. All the people firing back at him, they're correct. And here's why. They could win this World Series. They could win the next 3 World Series. But people are still going to look at them, not that they cheated now, but what year are we? 2020, okay? Let me answer my own question. The 1919 World Series, it's still known as the Black Sox scandal from 1919. So 100 years from now, people still look at the Astros as cheaters from the 2017 World Series. They will.
I agree with you.
Go ahead.
I totally agree with you, but, I'm going to ask you this. Tom's going to yell at me, but that's okay. Don't you respect a little bit that Carlos Correa, he never really even apologized? It was kind of like a half-hearted apology. And now he's just like, you know what? Screw y'all. We're going to go win a world championship. At least we're going to try. And I know you all think we're cheaters, but we don't give a damn. And a little bit of me truly kind of respects that attitude. And if they somehow win it all this year, you're right. They're always going to be cheaters. But Altuve, Correa, Springer, Verlander, even though he's hurt, Reddick. I mean, these guys can say, see, you guys called us cheaters, but we still won it all. Am I a jerk? I'm rooting for the Astros a little bit here, just because I want to see all the drama. I want to see what people say, and I want to see how they respond. I kind of want the Houston Astros to win it all. If the Cincinnati Reds don't, because I love Nick Castellanos. But I kind of want the Astros to win it all. Have you ever rooted for somebody that everybody in your life is rooted against?
Well, maybe not everybody in my life, but I mean, everybody hated the bad boys except people here, and everybody hated the Broad Street Bullies except people in Philly. So can't remember actually rooting for somebody that everybody hated. Look, I don't think your opinion is that crazy, but they're gonna get. I just don't understand because you were all over them.
Well, listen, I was. They're cheaters. It's fun to call Verlander a cheater because people get so upset about it, even though he's a pitcher. But as time goes on a little bit, you change your opinion, and I like the drama of sports. I like the sound bites. I like the post-game activity. I like the players tweeting stuff. And this one caught my attention, and up until yesterday, it was just the Twins gagging yet again. But then I saw the quote, and I'm like, I wonder what people are going to say if they happen to win it all. But yes, it is fun to make. It's fun to make fun of them for cheating as well.
So you can't lose.
Pretty much, yes.
I like the banner, but to root for them,
No
way. No way.
They haven't suffered anything.
You're right.
Except
Not at all.
They had some humiliation. But other than that, what did they suffer?
Everybody hates them.
Nothing. Their manager and their general manager, they got fired. Whatever. They got suspended. Yeah, I understand that. But the players who actually did it, nothing happened to them. Except their batting averages got worse because they didn't cheat anymore.
See, you see Altuve's batting average?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
I know.
I think baseball has a potential nightmare here. If they got to the World Series and they won it,
Well, see, I disagree. I think it's going to be such great drama. I think ratings would be through the roof. People love, and I do mean they love the hate.
True.
Right?
Yeah, I get that.
a lot of people thought they should have been banned from the postseason.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but the fact that they're not, I feel you're going to get a lot of people that are going to be rooting for the Dodgers or the Reds or who happens to come out of the National League.
Imagine if you got the Dodgers.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh,
That's the pitcher. I can't think of his name.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly.
What he would do and say.
Oh, my Lord.
I'd be so... See, this is why I disagree with you, Tom. I think it'd be great for baseball. It would be dripping with
Oh, it would be great
But
for
if they won, though, that's the thing. If they won.
Right.
If they won, it would validate them. It would validate the Dodgers after talk. Like, well, they were good enough,
They
right?
would have an asterisk again because it's only a 60-game season. So you can look at it multiple ways. It's crazy. It's not a real season. So they had 2 championships and they cheated, and then they did it in a fake season.
They're like Barry Bonds.
Everybody's got the season, though. I mean, well, then I'm going to say everybody's got. I mean, you could say that of everybody about the 60-game season.
They're like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was good enough. He didn't need to do this, to take steroids or whatever. Still did it, whatever. Okay? The Astros would prove that they were good enough. We didn't need to cheat. We did anyway.
I don't believe. I'm just saying there would be a group of people who would say this. I'm not judging sport. I'm judging sports for what they are this year, and these are real seasons for all these. The Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup.
Especially
the
the
Lakers. This is real to me.
Yes.
And so I think it would be real. I'm just saying there's people that would say that.
Like, the playoffs have been as real, if not more than ever.
Can you imagine, like, the baseball writers, some of their columns?
Oh, they'd be so butthurt. They're already butthurt about the steroid people. So they'd be so... But Greg is right. It would legitimize them a little bit here. They would be able to stand at the podium because we all know they haven't really apologized. They've been kind of cocky about the whole thing. They'd be able to stand at the podium and say, see, whether we bang on trash cans or not, or wear buzzers or not, we're world champions, bitches, and what are you going to do about it? And there is a certain part of that is cool. I mean, how could you not get wrapped up in that a little?
Let me ask you this, because they play the winner of today's White Sox-A's game, correct?
Yes. Yeah, they're not in the Yankees bracket.
Right. I know the Yankees play the Rays. Is Mike Fiers active for the A's?
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Damn, that would be unbelievable.
Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
Mike Fiers pitching against Houston in the playoffs.
But you know where they're playing, right? If I'm not mistaken,
They're
Houston is playing
in Dodger
that's
Stadium.
me. They're playing at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Now the Dodgers aren't going to be there, obviously.
No.
But they're playing at Dodger Stadium. But God, it would be amazing if the Dodgers and Astros met in the World Series. You can't tell me you're not rooting for that.
Our telephone number 248-539-9797. Text 248-539-9797 as well. Are you, in a weird Rieger-like way, rooting for the cheaters, the Houston Astros? Carlos Correa basically said, yeah.
huge sports day today. We've got 5 MLB games today, starting at noon all the way past midnight tonight. Then we got Thursday night football, the Jets. Heavy steam on the Jets. Denver opened a 2.5-point favorite. Now the Jets are a 1.5-point favorite. Something's going on here. I know what's going on. It's Brett Rippon starting for the Broncos. The over-under tonight's 41. With all this action, you need to get down to the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. They're ready to take your real money wagers on all the action. Stop by anytime and place your bets at the live betting window, or you can go to one of the easy-to-use self-service kiosks. The BetMGM Sports Lounge welcomes fans back to the excitement of a full betting menu 7 days a week. Whether you live and breathe sports, or you're just looking to place a wager on your favorite team, the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit is ready to take your single-game bets along with parlays, props, future bets, and more. Stop by the betting window or the self-service kiosk anytime to get a piece of the action. Get ready to believe in your game again at the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. Must be 21 or older.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJE 950 Traffic Center in Southwest Detroit, 75 northbound at Livernois. Crash leaves only the left side open. Police are on the scene, and right now there's a backup right around Dearborn Street. Another accident blocks the right shoulder, 75 southbound after Clay, and in Southfield on M10 southbound after Telegraph, a wreck is blocking the left shoulder. I'm Michelle Penny up with traffic.
Relive Braylon Edwards leading the 2004 comeback against Michigan State on Michigan Football Classics. Pre-game Saturday at 11:30. Kickoff at 10 on 97.1 The Ticket.
This is Boris Heinz with a Radio.com Sports Minute. Well, everyone was excited about Monday night's first ever meeting of two league MVPs aged 25 and under, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. 7 of the 32 teams have starting quarterbacks who are 35 and older. Here's how I rank these grizzled graybeards, beginning with number 7, Miami's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's now with his 8th team in 16 years. Indy's Philip Rivers is starting with the 2nd team after 16 seasons with his original club. Number 5, Drew Brees has struggled for sure, but should improve when his injured superstar receiver Michael Thomas returns. Matt Ryan has been playing lights out. If only his defense and special teams could hold a double-digit lead. Number 3, Ben Roethlisberger, back from elbow surgery, has the Steelers out to their first 3-0 start in a decade. Tom Brady is finally getting his sea legs with the Bucs, plus they have a great defense. And number 1 is Aaron Rodgers. The Packers offense is making it look way too easy, and Aaron's off to a great start. I'm Boris Hines.
Cold and flu season's here. It's time to make sure your family's stocked up on the products you'll need if somebody gets sick. Pick up the new Vicks Dayquil and NyQuil Severe, honey, cold, and flu medicines during your next grocery trip. Dayquil and NyQuil Severe Honey are max strength medicine with a great tasting honey flavor. Also available for sale at online retailers. Dayquil NyQuil Severe Honey provides max strength cold and flu symptom relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms in a soothing honey flavor. Use as directed.
Pros today have to do whatever the job calls for, and the Home Depot is here to help make that easier. With a wide range of delivery options, you can get what you need, from job lot quantities to small supply runs, delivered where and when you need it. Don't want to buy the tool? Rent it. We've got the most innovative products and more ways for pros to find them, in-store and online. Pros are changing, so are we. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie. The type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge
Yes, and I want to see some brawls. Could you imagine a World Series brawl? Could you imagine, as Tom mentioned, Joe Kelly versus Alex Bregman? Like, yes, please give that to me.
I just think there's no way they're using the garbage cans now, because you would hear it for sure.
Oh,
the fans and
No, they
everything.
figured out something else.
No, but you know what? What's become big in the last year that they could use technology-wise?
AirPods?
Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
They got like a camera and like have a zoom in on in the dugout and be hearing what they're talking about, or
I love the way you think, Tom. Yes.
they're in their
Yes, could you
bullpen.
imagine if,
Yeah.
could you imagine if the Astros, like, cheated, which is better this time, so they don't get caught?
But we wouldn't know. So we wouldn't know.
But seriously, guys, and again, you're going to just pay me out to be the scumbag, and that's okay. That's what I'm here. I'm here to be your punching bag. That's fine. But isn't there a certain part of you, answer please honestly, a certain part of you that respects the will to win? Like, look at the Patriots. They're cheaters, but they're thought to be one of the greatest organizations ever. They will, at all costs, win. There is a certain part of me, these steroid guys the same way. You mentioned it, Barry Bonds didn't need the juice, but he cared about his legacy. He never won one, but he juiced. Like, there's a certain part of me that respects that win at all cost mentality. How do you not respect that?
I get that. The problem I have with this Astro thing, and look, the Patriots didn't exactly show a hell of a lot of remorse either, but the players just, they showed no empathy at all. They just, whatever. If they would have sit there and said, you know what we did was really wrong, they admitted that they did it, but they showed,
Well, they had to.
right, but it's like they didn't even care. And that's what bothers me. That's why I don't think I would root for them. I'm not like, oh my God, anyone but the Astros. I'm not like that. But man, I hope actually Tampa wins the whole thing. I think it'll be really cool. Lightning just win, the Rays win the World Series, and all of a sudden, Tampa Bay Bucks and Tom Brady. It's gonna
Yeah, real good.
in Tampa. That would be cool for 1 year.
No, thank you. Here's some ticket text for you.
Why,
It's
hold on a second. Why wouldn't that be cool?
Wouldn't that be cool? Because
for one city.
I don't know, because I compare everything to Detroit, and considering we can't make the postseason, I don't want one city to win the NBA, to win the NHL, and to win the NFL.
Well, Tampa actually can't win the NBA, but other than that, I understand.
Miami.
I understand what you're about Miami. I understand that, but we came pretty close if you think about it.
We did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So let somebody else enjoy once. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, give me these ticket text.
There you go. Get Rigger off the air. Where's takeout?
They didn't listen to the 7 o'clock hour.
No, that was actually
7:30.
Yeah.
You're having quite the day.
fair enough.
Let's see. In the last hour and 15 minutes, you said that Robert Fick is a better 39 than Mike Henneman.
I didn't know Wilcox actually.
You enjoy watching the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and you want to ask with the Wilcox.
Sounds like a hell of a radio show. Here's a couple more for you. I've been rooting for the Astros all season long, too. The over-the-top outcry over sign stealing, which we all know other teams are doing, has made me insane. Red Sox cheated Manfred already got caught talking about the Yankees doing a couple years ago. That text. Here's another one. At 248-539-9797. This one simply says, damn, Jeff, you really show every morning just what's effing screwed up about the world. You're a whacked out dude. And then further proof that Rieger is just a huge giant. Is that a weak joke?
All right. Here's something else. And you saw this during the break.
I just did, yes.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup, as we all know. And yesterday they had their celebration. You might want to call it, they had like a little boat parade, I think, something like that. Anyway, and I saw a little bit because I was watching the NHL Network during commercials of the NBA, and they were showing the ceremony that they had at Raymond James Stadium. But you just saw video during the parade or whatever of the Lightning players, drinking from the Stanley Cup, passing it to fans drinking from the Stanley Cup, having a great old time.
A lot of people there too, Stoney. It was 2 Lightning, and it was a line of fans waiting to get up to the cup so they too could drink what I assume was booze out of the Stanley Cup. So we got to talk to Heather, and I think we need to go around the show right now. Start with Heather, Tom, Stoney, and the fine people at 248-539-9797. Would you, during COVID times, drink out of the Stanley Cup after everybody else is drinking out of it as well?
No.
Heather
Mine
said
is no.
yours is no.
No, not the random people that were tested. No, mine's no.
Oh, give me that cup. I'm drinking. I'm drinking from the cup. The team just won a championship. I can see that. Touch the cup. Even so, I would still do it. And you know what else? If the Lombardi, if the Lions ever won the Lombardi during COVID, I would make out with that damn trophy. I don't care. Seriously.
I can't believe you didn't say the alcohol would keep COVID. I was waiting for that line.
No, that's a good point. I'd kiss them all, Larry, whatever. It doesn't make a difference.
Now, what about you?
Can you use a straw?
No.
Yeah, but all the backwash.
I know, there's still that. But if you used a straw and then you wash your hands immediately after because you're touching it, obviously. Well, you wouldn't have to touch it if you used a straw if it was sitting like on a platform. No, I would. I would.
Greg?
See, I would not. Absolutely not. Ridiculous.
Well, you're terrified. You don't want the Big Ten to play.
Go ahead, Greg.
I would. I'm honestly kind of carefree about it, so I think I would.
So, Rieger, you wouldn't because you're afraid you're going to get COVID?
Well, I'm just not in the... I don't want to put myself in that position. No, yeah. I mean, dude, like, we hear COVID outbreaks everywhere, and it's in Florida, too. Is that right? Even if it's in Detroit, no, I'm not doing that. Listen, I'll look at it. I'll say, all right, sweet wings, lightning, whoever. But
would you be at that celebration?
Yeah, I'd wear a mask, absolutely.
I mean, I think the general question here is the simple question is: Are you afraid to get this or not? I'm not personally.
No, I'm not either. Because I think if I get it, granted I'm a little older and I might be more susceptible. If I get it, I'd probably be sick for a little bit, maybe, and I'd be fine. And yeah, I'm not going to Philadelphia or Florida where my parents are, be in front of them. But no, I'm not afraid.
I don't know if I'm afraid, but I don't want it.
Nobody wants it. Yeah, COVID, come on, come here. Oh, COVID. I want the COVID. Come on. Nobody wants it.
Yes. Oh, yeah? There you go. I'm not looking to get it.
Nobody wants it. But,
I'm going to do everything I can not to get it.
Okay.
I don't need to be a huge, apparently it feels like there's a gorilla on your chest and you can't breathe. I don't want that feeling.
And 2/3 of the other people don't feel anything.
Yeah, well, you know what? No, Tom, have you met me? Have you seen my luck? You know?
Oh,
I'd be the one guy that end up on a ventilator.
248-539-9797. All right, after the update, would you drink from the Stanley Cup or kiss the Lombardi or the Larry O'Brien if your team won a championship? Come on, Lions, Pistons, Red Wings, the Cup. Yeah, there's COVID. There's a risk. 97
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
It was back to work for Lions players and coaches yesterday as the game planning resumed towards Sunday's contest at Ford Field against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints could get a very important offensive weapon back for that contest, as wide receiver Michael Thomas was able to practice yesterday. A player that head coach Matt Patricia says makes New Orleans quarterback Drew Brees even more efficient and more dangerous.
Communication, certainly Michael Sanders is a really great player, but still kind of getting indoctrinated into this offense. I think that Michael Thomas, just the communication that they have and some of the signals and the routes based on leverage, based on coverage that they're able to get to, really make them operate very efficiently.
Thomas missed the Saints' last two games because of a high ankle sprain. NFL officials confirmed yesterday that Sunday's game between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers has been postponed after 9 members of the Titans organization tested positive earlier this week for the coronavirus. The New York York Yankees, Houston Astros, and Tampa Bay Rays all advanced to the divisional series round of the Major League Baseball playoffs, with series-clinching wins yesterday in their respective wildcard round games. The Yankees knocked off Cleveland 10-9. The Astros beat Minnesota 3-1. The Rays swim past Toronto 8-2. The LA Lakers win Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night as they cool off the Miami Heat 116-98. Anthony Davis led the way for the Lakers. He had 34 points. In a post on Twitter made earlier today, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, one of the new co-owners of the XFL, confirms that league won't restart until the spring of 2022. Yet to be determined which cities will the XFL have teams in when the league does begin playing games again. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio.
Jules. Going good. I am in Lincoln Park right now. That's right. That's a battery car, right? What car? Which car is that? What's it doing? Yeah. Sounds like impossible with those hybrids. It sounds like it could be it. Is it difficult to do? Yeah, I mean, is it something you could just run out there and try real quick, or? Oh, wow. Yeah. Figure out a way to get over that way. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yep. Love you. Bye.
And then, I like this personally. I never thought I would say this. Rieger is more intelligent than the other men on this show, yet here we are. Stoney, you're old, you'd probably die, it says. The rest are just not smart. Good call, Rieger. Heather, smart as usual. So, there you go. There's some of the samplings of the ticket text at 248-539-9797.
Well, you know, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Let's talk to Vinny in Trenton. What's up, Vinny? Vinny is gone. Vinny just flew to Tampa to drink from the Stanley Cup.
I think it might have been on his answering machine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now, Stoney, I mean, listen, whether you're afraid of it, whether you are one of these people that don't want to leave their houses, or whether you think, it's just going to be safe, in no realm is it a good idea to drink from the Stanley Cup when other people are drinking. Freaking COVID times. I mean, I remember when the Wings won the Stanley Cup numerous times, and at Chelly's, it was pretty kick-ass. It was Chelly and it was Draper. And they were on the bar, and people were able to walk up and drink from the Stanley Cup. I wouldn't even do it then. And I'm not the most
Wait, you said you wouldn't even do it then?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not looking to drink out of the same damn thing that everybody else is drinking out of.
Oh, wow. I am just, my respect level for
Not to
you
mention,
just
I didn't
went
win
down
the damn
five notches. You didn't
I
drink.
take a picture with it. I touch it. I look at it. I might give it a little fondle or caress, but I'm not drinking out of it after everybody else is drinking out of it.
Okay, I can understand, even though I disagree a little bit with the COVID stuff. But let's go back here. Let's go back to 2008, right? You're telling me.
I had the chance. I chose not to.
Because of that?
I was in the locker room. It was after the media stuff was over, right? I was in Pittsburgh after Game 6, and all the media stuff was over. Everybody pretty much went home, and I was able to get back into the locker room. And there were media members drinking from the cup. Other people drinking from the cup. I didn't win the cup, so I didn't drink from the cup. That's all. What's the big deal? I watched people do it.
Okay. Somebody has a really good